Good morning, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing today? Or is that a lousy question because of the way the Yankees have been playing? But, well, you know what? Like I've been saying, let's just forget about it. One good thing, we finally got some positive. We didn't lose any ground. So that's good. That's good. That'll perk us up a little bit. So we're still 2.5 games up and 3 games in the loss column. The Red Sox got walloped last night. Tampa Bay actually lost. So that's all a good thing. So let's build on that. I know, tonight is Amazon Prime, and hopefully we could take care of everything. So it's just a pain what the Yankees are putting them through. And believe it or not, if you guys don't even know, Aaron Judge got booed last night. I got to be honest. He looks tired. He's swinging at everything, and I think they need a reset with Aaron Judge. I maybe rest him for a day. I know they can't take anybody out, but he does look tired, and he definitely looks sluggish, and it's spoiling down to the team itself. Want to say good morning to Everyday Mets. How are you? Thank you. Merck So Saucy. Thank you. Jonathan, good morning. Jake, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Ken, who I'm going to bring up in the next minute or so. I want to let everybody know that we do have our regular pregame show at 4 p.m. today, but we have an added attraction. So everybody, please come on and have your questions ready. I have it on the bottom of the screen at 4 p.m. We're going to welcome former World Championship pitcher Kip Gross, who won that with the Cincinnati Reds in around 1990. So please come in, have your questions. He was an excellent pitcher. Then he ended his career basically in Japan. He's got a nice story to tell, so there's a lot going on. Also, want to alert everybody again that tonight we will not have a play-by-play, but Ken will tell everyone that he will have an open panel today, and I will do a post game immediately following the game. I may come on maybe an inning or so before, and we can watch the game together. So look for that for tonight on NY Yankee Mania. But we're going to get to the meat and potatoes right now. We're going to bring in Ken from The Ugly Truth, and we're going to discuss what in the world is wrong with our New York Yankees. Good morning, Ken.
Morning.
How are you today?
Morning, Joe. I'm doing another ducky day in paradise. Done with my election duties. 14 straight hours worth of pain and suffering.
Yeah, Merck, yeah, there'll be no play-by-play, but I'll try to come on a little bit earlier, and maybe the important innings, maybe we'll do what we will do. I'll do what we can. I appreciate that. Just hang in there, and the play-by-plays will come back very, very soon. So, Ken, I know that you're going to do something today on the channel. Explain to everybody what you got going.
Well, as most of y'all know, I had to work the elections here in Virginia yesterday. Custodio! Welcome to the show, brother. So hence I wasn't able to call the play-by-plays. I jumped in on Joe's stream for the last inning by the time I got done with my work. And I missed my normal Tuesday show. So I pushed it till this afternoon at 1:30 so that we can get out there and have some discussions about this team and how we're feeling. Give people an opportunity to hop on board and speak their piece.
Also, last night's call, everyone, thank you for the compliments, because we had to keep it, we had to have some laughs, because it's very, very boring to, and everybody would probably, and including myself, would fall asleep with the way the Yankees are hitting and all. And justified, and to justify it, at Yankee Stadium last night, Jonathan was there. Jonathan's going to hop on in a little while, talk about it, the atmosphere, and we all know that Aaron Judge got booed last night. To be honest with you, he looks sluggish, and maybe a nice day or two off. Even though the lineup can't afford it at this time, they've got to do something with that with him, because something's got to be done, because he doesn't look like the Aaron Judge. He looks like the Aaron Judge of the playoffs, not the Aaron Judge of the regular season. I'm sorry, guys. I got to give him a little nudge, because I do not like what I see with Aaron Judge at the plate. He's very, very sluggish. And let's get back to Ken. Ken. So, do you agree with the everything about Aaron Judge at this point? And is it a little deserving to give him a little kick in the pants?
I'm sorry, I missed what you said. I had a phone call and a little anxious 4-year-old.
All right. What I said was, do you think it was justified with Aaron Judge getting a little boo and a little kick in the pants?
No, I don't think it's justified. I think it's actually ridiculous. We wouldn't even have a season and wouldn't make the postseason if it wasn't for Judge. That same childish crap happened last year at the beginning of the season when he slumped. And what did he end up doing? He had a career year. I don't care what player it is on the planet. Everybody goes through a slump now and then, including the great Aaron Judge.
I understand that, but the thing is that they're paying very, very good money, and to get shut out for almost 30 innings is not exactly, they got to set their frustration on someone, Ken. And if it has to be, listen, Derek Jeter got booed, Mariano Rivera got booed, and you have to suck it up.
See, I'm from the old school.
Well, I'm
back in the day, back in the 70s and whatnot, when the Yankees stunk it up, you didn't have fans openly booing Reggie Jackson. You didn't have them booing.
Ken, the prices were different then.
I don't care what the prices are. People make more money now than they did back then. If you look proportionally,
you can't compare. Come on, you can't compare a $9 seat to $500. Come on.
Who's paying $500 right now?
Listen, if you were a fan and you were,
I am a fan.
Can I just give my point? If you were a fan and you're going to pay $500 a day, and this team keeps looking like crap, you're going to say something. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. That's your hard-earned money. Nobody's forcing you to go to the game, but if you're going to go to the game and you're paying $300, $400, $500 for the family, and they keep getting shut out and they look like crap, they deserve to get booed. I'm sorry. I am from the old school, but this is ridiculous.
Before you continue your rant, there's a guy in here that I haven't seen before. Welcome, Tommy. I don't know if you're subscribed yet. However, if you haven't, please consider hitting the like and subscribe to this channel, because you're going to get a little bit of fire, great content, and there's a lot of things going on. So appreciate you being here.
Yeah, Tommy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We do a show every morning from at 8:30, and then we do some special shows sometimes with former players, with players, coaches. Usually around 4:00, like today, we're going to be doing we're going to have what we do our regular pregame show, but in that pregame show, I'm going to have former World Championship pitcher Kip Gross, who won it with the Cincinnati Reds. So I really appreciate it.
My mom's house.
I'm really happy that you have come on the stream, and I appreciate it. So we do a lot. We do updates during the day. We give the lineups before it comes out. we do a lot. So by all means, participate. We have a lot of co-hosts here, a lot of different people giving their thoughts. So thank you. And if you can subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Press the like button, and I think you'll enjoy the content. Good morning to, let's see, FG, how you doing? How's it going, FJ? I hope everything's going well with you. Jake, good morning. I really appreciate everybody jumping on the stream. CD Cards, how you doing? I see you in the stream. We're gonna bring you up in a minute or two. Let's get Ken back, and let's get CT Cards. How you doing, CT? What's going on?
Good. Sorry, I'm late. I was trying to get the
You know what?
working.
Kick CT right now because that gray freaking mint shirt is disgusting. Get him out of here.
No, that's he's got the Yankee cap on. By the way,
No, that shirt is like part of the City Connect crap for the Boston Red Sox. Don't want to see that color.
A big Lavazza morning to everybody with my black coffee. Good morning and salute to everyone. And here's a sip for you guys and for the Yankees. Oh my God, nothing like Lavazza coffee.
So as you were complaining earlier about the ticket prices, who you should be booing are fucking knuckleheads like Juan Soto.
We have young people here, Ken. Please.
You should blame Juan Soto. You should blame Shohei Ohtani. You should blame the ownership group of the Los Angeles Dodgers. You should blame the freaking people in Toronto for that ridiculous Vlad Guerrero Jr. contract. You should blame the Mets owner for that ridiculous contract that he made, plus incentives with personal flights, dresses for the mother. That's what caused your tickets to go up. No, I'm not missing the point.
No,
You're talking about money.
Every year the prices go up. Every year.
Exactly.
It's never gone down.
And why are the ticket prices going up? Because of ridiculous contracts.
I'm gonna boo. I'm sorry.
Ridiculous contract prices cause tickets to go up. You go to the stadium, you're paying $20 for a freaking hot dog.
Yeah.
You could go home and buy a pack for $6. Watch it on TV and enjoy hot dogs and baseball.
Nobody tells the people to go. They can watch it on Yes. They can watch it on Amazon Prime. Why are they going? Why are they going? It's the corporate? Fine. It's the corporate. But they have a right to boo if they want to boo.
When I worked at Coca-Cola Bottling, I had access to our corporate suite because I was an exec. You know what those tickets cost me to go sit in the booth? In the box? Nothing.
So
because the company paid for it.
Don't go.
It didn't cost me anything to go to a baseball game, so certainly I was going to go.
As long as they don't throw batteries or any kind of garbage at the players, because they are human beings. If I want to boo at paying a $300 for a ticket and my team can't score a run, I have every right to do that. That is freedom of speech. And that's it. End the story.
Freedom of lunacy.
No, it's not lunacy. It's not lunacy. We're in the playoffs every year. You want to get down to meat and potatoes here? What has Aaron Judge done for this team in the playoffs?
Oh, maybe we should just trade him then. Get rid of Judge. Maybe we should just send him to the damn Dodgers.
We don't need
Maybe we should just dump him because he doesn't do anything in the playoffs. It's not like he's carrying the whole team the entire season.
I'm not saying. All I'm saying is you're saying it's not justified. It is justified. I'm sorry. The man is.
I paid $500 for a ticket. Let me throw a rock and hit him in the head. It's justified because I wasted my $500. Crap.
That's right. You wasted.
Give me a break. Well, why can't they throw chairs at him in right field then? Why can't they dump beer on him? It's $500 that you spent for that ticket.
Come on, this is the worst I've seen Aaron Judge look in 3 years.
So what?
He did everything. He looks like a daisical. There might be something wrong with him, but the Yankees are throwing him out there.
You guys
so maybe we should just bench him. Heck with it. I love the outfield of Jason Dominguez, Trent Grisham, and Cody Bellinger. We don't need Judge. Heck with it.
I'm not saying we don't need Judge, but don't justify that he shouldn't be, because what makes him more special than Derek Jeter or
I don't think
that
any Yankee player should
he
be
looks like crap
booed.
at the plate. Give me
I
a
don't
break.
think any of them. You know what? Quote unquote Yankee fans, if you're a fan, you support the team and the players on the team, whether his name is Aaron Judge or Pablo Reyes.
Forget about Pablo Reyes. That's a different. Jake.
The thing with the Yankee fans is they always have to pick a player every year to freaking vilify. The reason that we're losing is because of Pablo Reyes in the 5 games that he played, or IKF when we misplayed him and didn't play him in the position that he actually won a Gold Glove at. Yankees are notorious for mismanaging players, and the fans seem to find a golden boy or a guy that they love and a guy that they hate. When DJ came up earlier and was smacking the ball, oh, he's great. He's the second coming. The machine is back. Now he's slumped with the rest of the team. DFA DJ, trade DJ, dump DJ. Loyalty of the fans stinks. These are still the same Yankees that we started the season out with that swept the Brewers. Won 7 straight series. And who did we win that on? Largely on the back of Aaron Judge and the team playing together. Because Aaron Judge doesn't hit, all of a sudden everyone else has forgotten how to hit? Ridiculous.
Well, then how do you explain what's going on to the fans? How do you explain it?
They're psychotic.
That's him saying it, folks, not me.
Look at some of the Twitterverse that's out there. Look at other content creators streaming nothing but hate.
Yeah, it's true, Ken. It's true.
Ridiculous.
All right.
That's
One minute.
If
Here's a comment. Jake says he should be benched for a day. He's swinging at everything. Now I'm gonna follow that up with Merck, because you start booing a play, it hurts their confidence. Well, Merck, excuse me, making $380 million is going to hurt his confidence, then something's wrong, my friend. Come on. It's going to hurt his confidence? Give me a break. Every time he turns around, he's making $20 bills and $100 bills. How could come on. I know you have the right to say whatever you like, and I welcome it. But what I'm saying is, I am not going to feel bad if somebody boos the guy that strikes out every freaking time, look like crap against the Red Sox. The Red Sox, nonetheless. 1 hit. He had the home run. Great. That was beautiful. But then you got to strike out every other time? Every at bat.
I think Judge woke up every morning and he says, wow, this is a great day to strike out 3 times. I think I'm going to go up there and screw the pooch. I don't think so. The man is up there trying to do the best that he can. He's not sitting there to screw up on purpose. Guess what? Sometimes you don't get the results that you want. Sometimes, back in the school days, you would study for a test and you just didn't hit the right points and you didn't get the grade you wanted. That's life. Get over it.
Okay, so then let's not complain that the Yankees can't score a run. Let's not complain that they'll be out of first place maybe in 4 days from now. And let's not complain about anything then. We don't have a right to, because we've got to be dedicated to each and every player, and we don't have a right to say or do anything. That's what you're saying.
Okay, can I
no. You know what? This is something. This is exact. I'm going to tell you what. This is in the exact same mold. When Carlos Rodon was not pitching well last year, you had fans writing hate and threat mails against his family.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, but it's an elevation of booing a fan or booing a player. It's the same. No, it's not entertainment.
It is entertainment. It's not putting food on our table. When we close the TV, the Yankees mean nothing to us. They mean nothing to us. You're watching entertainment.
Oh,
I'm watching entertainment, but I spend at least 10 hours a day writing content for my channel, reviewing stuff. So it's not nothing to me. But
you're a reporter. If you weren't a reporter,
I'm a retired Master Chief in the United States. I'm a retired Master Chief from the Navy. I'm a retired executive from Coca-Cola Bottling. I worked as an electrical engineer in an alternative energy company. So I am not a reporter. Am I getting paid to do this? No. I am doing this to support the fans, to get the word out there, keep people informed. I give people on my platform an opportunity to express their opinions.
Right. Okay.
Well, one thing though, guys,
I am not a subscriber of hate.
They're not happy right now.
one thing though that Joe, you got to remember here, and Ken will back me up on this. This isn't just Judge slumping. This is the whole team is slumping. Murph mentioned that in the chat. So you can't just blame one player on this. This
I'm
is
not
a team
blaming
effort,
one player.
You know?
I'm just stating the fact that they're booing the guy.
Yeah.
And are they justified? Some people say they are. Some people say they're not. But they got it. Unfortunately, when you pay that amount of money, you do have the right to boo. That's all I'm saying. What on earth is wrong with that?
You're opening the door up for it when you sign a huge contract like that. It's inevitably gonna happen if you don't deliver, if you want to call it that.
LB, welcome to the stream. Thank you. And remember, guys, I love each and every one of you. I am not challenging anyone. We're just stating opinions here and having fun. This is what NY Yankee Mania is all about. We have great people here like CT and Ken and Jason 161 and everybody else. So I'm very proud of each and every one of you. Always remember that. We're going to bring in Jonathan for a couple of minutes. He was at the game last night.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to hear his take. And a lot of empty seats last night. Now, you don't know if that's the weather or you don't know if the fans are making some type of statement, because they did sell 41,800 tickets. Only 35,000 showed up. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Yeah, I got there early. I was at the stadium at 5:30. So when I came in, there was almost nobody there. But even during the game, there was a whole section of the left field corner that was empty. But what was
it like? I mean, were they booing? Were they,
I didn't hear any booing, but I also got so frustrated I left after the 7th inning.
Okay. Well, they said that it happened in the 8th and the 9th inning.
Well, that's why I left in the 7th because I still have to work today.
Okay. Ken?
Just a note that came out, Orioles prospect Luis Guerrera dead at 19 after a jet ski accident.
Oh, God.
So condolences to his family.
Condolences to the family. Oh, my God. We pray for you. Thank
you. At 19 years old, he's was a professional ball player, and life happened, and he ended up dying. So,
that's so sad. Oh my God.
Personally, this whole argument with regard to booing and whatnot, you tend to put things in perspective when you see real life happening here.
Yes,
100%, Ken. 100%.
One thing I will say about yesterday's game, the Yankees were not working the pitcher. The starting pitcher was in the 6th inning with less than 70 pitches. I was keeping track of the pitch count just because the game was going too fast. The Yankees don't know how to slow down their own game by
very good, Jonathan. Very good point. They
haven't been fouling off the good pitches. I had a direct view of the plate because I was sitting between home plate and first base on the second deck, and I could see every pitch that would pitch to a right-handed batter. So they were letting a lot of, and of course, because I'm sitting at an angle, I cannot see the exact home plate, but it looked like they were letting a lot of pitches that were right over the plate or near the plate and not swinging at those pitches. You probably saw it better because you had a direct vision of the plate.
Yeah, I mean, before you turn around, it was 9 o'clock at night, and the game was almost over. Yeah. I mean, it was ridiculous.
For some reason, the Yankees
were supposed to join. When Ken joined, I figured it would be the 5th inning. and then he came in just at the end of the game. I mean, this is what's happening.
We were out on 2 hours and 40 minutes. Our normal streams are 3:10, 3:20, so it was very quick.
Yeah, John.
When I got home, I only saw Jason doing his after show stream. Nobody else's stream, and I told you I left in the 7th inning.
Why stay there? It wasn't going anywhere.
Well, yeah.
But also, I made a mistake when I took the one train downtown instead of the uptown.
Well, look, they let off Dominguez yesterday. Do we all want to see a constant lineup? Yes, we do. But unfortunately, because they don't have a leadoff hitter, this will not happen. This will not happen. One day you're going to have Paul G.
Who would you put at leadoff hitter on this team right now?
I don't know. I'm baffled at this point.
But you're talking about they don't have a leadoff hitter. You have to work with the players you have. Yeah. So who would be your ideal leadoff hitter on this team right now?
Right now, in my opinion, I like the way he worked the count a little bit, especially in the beginning of the game. Put Dominguez there and leave him alone, and then work your lineup from there.
Okay. Yeah.
Regardless, if it's a righty, it's a lefty, it's a switch hitter, go with it.
Yeah.
At least have a hitter that's a switch hitter. If he starts swinging like a maniac, then get him out of there. But he worked the count pretty decent yesterday. I was kind of impressed.
In regards to Bill P, I was at the game last night. I was sitting in the second deck, right between third base and home plate.
Okay, Ken, you had a thought?
No, you have Felix Nunez jumping in the stream. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you being here.
Hi, Felix. How's it going? Thanks for joining.
I'll throw a curveball out for you guys. What about putting Bellinger as the leadoff? See how that works for about a week.
I don't know.
That's more of you can't do that. That's too much.
He's a maybe because he's a contact bat, but you really want him when there's people on base.
And the other thing that you have to look at is Belly is actually Judge's protection. Yeah. You don't have him behind him. Judge is going to see a hail of freaking balls that are way out of the strike zone, or IWs like Ron Washington has done to Judge thus far. He's walking every critical opportunity he's had.
Now tonight, obviously, we're going to see a different lineup. Who knows? It's never consistent. Now they did something that I thought was, I've been crying for all year, and that's Volpe, way down in the lineup where he really belongs. And he will flourish, but you don't know. Tonight he could be batting fifth. This is the only team I know of that you got to wait to see who's going to be in this lineup.
Yeah, before the game,
there was something reported just now about Bobby Malone. Bobby Malone. Yankees after the game held a players-only meeting.
Well, yeah, I remember I said that yesterday. It's time for Judge to get a players-only meeting together and say.
Well, they're listening to you, Joe. They're watching. They're watching the show. They're listening to you. Even Bobby Malone reported it publicly. Keep talking.
It's better than saying, "Oh, the 31st, DJ LeMahieu is on a time limit." I think it's a little bit better right now to have a nice team meeting and say, guys, we're the New York Yankees. It's time.
You don't think they already have? You don't think they've already had? They had to have had a meeting since this slump got midway into it. I can't imagine that they've been waiting to have a talk.
Well, they came out and they said it last night, CT. So what makes you think that they were having meetings? How come last night they decide to talk about it, but not tonight? I mean, come on. No, I don't. I agree that, like Jonathan said, yesterday was the boiling point, and I think that Judge, and I have a feeling that Garrett Cole also had a knee in that too. Let's bring in Big N. How you doing? I know.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. What's up, Jonathan? What's up? Sup, Ken? Sup, Joe?
Normally, we don't have this many people on all at once, but
Well, we have to drop one person, so let's drop Ken.
I'm gonna
No,
be
I'm not
leaving
gonna drop
shortly.
Ken.
I still have to
He's
work.
our main co-host.
I'm just joking.
So tell us.
Where did Ken go?
Come on, Ken.
Ken's like, no.
Anyway, we let again. We could bang this into the head all we want. The bottom line is, they've got to figure it out. I don't know what this means. Do you fire somebody? Do you fire a coach? What do you do? What do you do at this point?
I don't know. The only thing that would make logical sense is to maybe either get a new manager or
No,
I don't know. You have to.
Who are you gonna get? Brad Ausmus? He's gonna be a puppet.
There's gonna be other people. You might have to get someone that nobody is thinking about. I don't like the talk that there's nobody else.
Well, Tommy says get rid of Boone. So
okay, Tommy. Okay. Do you have any suggestions who you think would take over at this point for the New York Yankees? I'd love, really, if
Mattingly.
you had the choice, if you had the chance right now to get rid of Boone, who would you like to be put in there?
Don Mattingly.
I like Don Mattingly. I wouldn't mind having Joe Girardi back.
I'm with you on that.
Don Mattingly will not manage the Yankees for one simple reason. You can't justify to Yankee fans firing Don Mattingly. It ain't going to happen. That, unfortunately, he's too popular. They love him too much, and they will retreat. Yeah, Ken.
But Donnie Baseball knows the Yankee way. He is steeped in Yankee tradition.
Yes.
He mentored under Joe Torre, who is an all-time favorite manager. Mm-hmm. He is wasting away in Toronto as like a bench coach or something like that.
Yeah.
And if we were to pry one of the prides of the Yankees off of that freaking system and bring him home, you got to remember, Don's not a young man anymore either. He will sit for a finite period of time, and he may punch his own ticket.
Yeah, well, that's what the Yankees would be hoping for. If that, yeah, Tommy, I agree. Don Mattingly, we're all in agreement. Don Mattingly to be the Yankee manager.
Wait, Ken, what about
another guy that I wouldn't mind as a manager? I think Jose Molina would be a good manager.
Jose Molina. Oh, wow. Interesting.
I think Jose Molina could be a good manager.
An interesting choice.
But
Molina's been brought up in the same mold as Joe Torre. He's got the same baseball smarts.
He played with the Yankees for a couple seasons. I think he could be a good manager.
Mm-hmm. But what about? I have an outside of the box guy, Ken. What do you think about this? Dan can't pronounce his last name, but Dan Fiorito from the minor leagues.
I would have to look him up.
He's an assistant coach for Somerset right now.
Yeah,
I was about to say he's double A.
Yeah, he goes back and forth from Scranton and Somerset. I know him. I'm good friends with him, actually.
With the young talent that the Yankees are trying to bring up, he's worked with them in the system.
Yeah.
So it would be a constant fetter point, and he could probably break through. May have issues with some of the veterans, but probably not a bad choice.
Yeah, if you want to stay in-house, that's a good choice right there because he's good. He's a good coach. All the players love him down in the minors. I think he can relate to the players too, in my opinion.
Does anybody give a thumbs up to a Shelley Duncan?
Yeah,
that's
Shelley Duncan. I like
the problem with Shelley Duncan is you actually have to have that guy down there developing the talent. We can't just rape everybody out of the minor leagues because then we'll look like the 70s Yankees in the farm.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, the Yankees have picked some doozies as manager, and no, as a human being, no, I'm not talking about, but as a manager, Stump Merrill was probably the worst manager I've ever seen in my whole entire life. He doesn't even remember who we put in left field, but that's for another day.
I think Joe from NYY Mania should be the manager.
I do too. Give me this team for 1 year, and I guarantee you they're going right to the World Series. No questions asked.
Well, yeah,
you make it out $50 in Canada.
Well, do you think if
Joe's going to have a heart attack as he's screaming at somebody about not hitting, not doing this? It's baseball. It's small ball. My God! Oh shit! Get the ambulance. No, you don't want Joe as the manager. Joe will be sitting there. Where's my freaking chicken parm, Volpe? Get your butt out there and get it.
Parm.
If you can't hit, I'm going to teach you to cook. Get your butt in the kitchen. Here's eggplant parm, just like Nona made.
Maybe that's what they need. Tommy says Joe as manager booing everyone. Wait a minute, Tommy. You haven't been on too long on this stream. When you become a veteran like everybody else, then you can say they can boo me. Tommy, we love you, really. I'm just joking with everyone. You know that. You know.
Morning, Deb. Welcome to the stream.
I have to get going soon, so I have 2 minutes.
Well, what do you guys?
So, Jonathan, your take is that the Yankees stink and the game was horrible last night, right?
My take is the Yankees are not waiting for the pitches. They're swinging too early in the count. They're not making the pitcher work. They're not making the pitcher uncomfortable. They're just, I don't know. They're just swinging with wiffle bats, basically.
Well,
they're missing.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you. The hitting coach sets the team philosophy when coming up to bat, or for the batters throughout the game, situational and whatnot. So, do you think that James Rawson is to blame for part of the chaos that we're seeing with the bats?
Probably.
Yeah. It's a possibility. What do you guys think in the chat?
The one difference between this team and the teams in years past is in teams in years past, they would have the starting pitcher out by the fourth or fifth inning. Yesterday in the fourth inning, there was I don't remember the exact pitch count, but there was around 50 pitches instead of 60 to 70.
What
they're not making the pitcher work. They're not making him uncomfortable on the bases. And the Yankees need more speed on this team because anytime there's someone on base, then the starting pitcher is too comfortable. Because they know the Yankees do not steal.
Good morning, Cold Italian Pizza. Welcome to the chat.
Real Bill says Joe will give them an elbow drop off the top rope. If anybody's in the stream that doesn't understand that, it's
CT, no Dino Bravo. Don't want to hear it.
Yeah, really.
I have to get going.
What did I do?
Thank you for participating in the stream, Jonathan. Your input is appreciated.
Well, I had front row tickets yesterday.
Well, let's get a nice calm.
But who's our assistant hitting coach? Oh, Jason, what's up?
Hi, Jason.
Yo,
I have to get going, but
okay, Jonathan. Thank you for your take. Have a great day. The offense also ranks as the top or almost the top of hard hit balls, barrel up rate, etc. They are unfortunately hitting the balls into gloves too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're not. And if you see those fly balls last night, Jason, they die at the warning track. What is all of that all about?
Yeah, when we were doing the game last night,
and we have another crummy day in New York again tonight. I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah. And Jason, I want to thank you for that with the great interview you did with us yesterday. Thank you so much with Clint Hurdle. You did a fantastic bang up job as you always do, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, but the Yankees assistant hitting coach, what's his name again?
They have 10 of them. Who the heck remembers?
Yeah. Hey, Tommy. The Yankees didn't get rid of Sean Casey. He chose to go in another direction.
Yeah, Sean Casey.
Yeah, he wanted to be with his daughters.
Yep.
Dead ball strikes again, Joe. You're right. And I don't know what is going on. Oh, you're welcome, Riverman. You're the best. You know we enjoy the takes. And what I really liked about the stream is we talked about movies. We talked about everything. You showed us a picture with Nikki Bella. I mean, that's what it's all about here, guys. It's not only, I mean, yes, it's 99.9 Yankee talk, but we got to have a little fun with something else. Just like in our stream last night. If we only do, well, the Yankees are losing, and it's not going to work. But we had a little bit of fun. I mean, that you know, maybe they can't do that on TV with the paid sponsors, but we can. And to keep the morale, you gotta have a little fun once in a while. You have no choice. You know how many I talked to 3 people out of not getting out of the stream because they couldn't take it anymore. And I can't blame them for that. I really can't. Let's go to some Richards that has made numerous comments basically blaming it on the player development. I have been saying on the show that our coaches leave a lot to be desired. Now, whose fault is that? Could be, who knows? I am not going to put a blame on anyone, but what I am going to put a blame on is right now, the Yankees are not playing good ball. They look ridiculous out there. I mean, everybody's swinging for the fences. Who's making
the talking point that has been going about a lot of the Twitterverse and other places I've seen is this the classic Yankee June July slump? I would argue against that narrative because over the last 3 years, when the Yankees have gone into the June July slump, pitching has been incredibly horrible.
Our pitching's great right now.
That is not the case now. We've got 3 really good starts from Clark Schmidt, Will Warren, and Max Fried. And because the hitting didn't acquiesce, we ended up taking 3 good pitchers. Ended up taking 2 pitchers took losses.
Yes. But Jake says this is more than a slump. You know?
Yeah, Jason. There are a ton of people pushing a specific narrative, mostly generated around hate and discontent, and it's crap.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't agree with it, and it's something that I will never openly do on my channel. You can have your opinions, you can talk the truth, but I don't do talking points, and a lot of this crap is talking points.
Thank you, Ken.
Marshall Brown, good morning. How you doing?
Oh, our security guard is in the house. Let's go.
Yes, that's my protector, Marshall. You know, you're the man. You are really the man. River Avenue, they're around 600 winning percentage in June over the last few seasons. Okay, yeah, no. Listen, there's a lot of points here. What we're saying right now, technically, we got to score a run. We got to show some fight. The game last night was listen, no matter how you spin it, you want to spin this in the positive, but no matter how, guys, the game was boring. Boring. Wait a minute. When can you honestly say watching the Yankees is boring?
I will tell you the
thing. Go ahead, Ken. I'm sorry.
The aspect that is driving me absolutely insane is the large number of one-pitch outs.
Yes. You've always said that.
Yep.
You have always. Kudos to you. You have always said that.
Yep.
It is not anything dealing with patient at-bats. And something that I've talked about all season is when we have patient at-bats, we tend to beat the hell out of teams. Yes. When we go out and do this one-pitch swing, like at least 4 players that I know, we flush it down the toilet. So, and you know, in my personal thought, that has to do with something with hitting coach philosophy. I don't know what the heck James Rawson is out there teaching these guys or developing as a situational hitting plan, but it's not a good one.
No, without a doubt. Yeah. And Tommy brings up time to take more pitches.
Yep, that's true. That's true. That's 100% agree right there. Yep.
We're all in agreement. We're all in agreement. We're all on the same page there. Listen, we've got to do something. If the Yankees have to make an example of somebody, well, so be it. Too bad. Everybody, listen, look what Clint Hurdle said. That poor guy got fired and all that so many different times, but he got up and he did what he had to do to be very successful. So kudos to Clint and everybody else. If you got to be let go, there is a change in philosophy. Now, what are the Yanks going to do? We don't know. We could speculate, but who knows? All I know is Boone is not getting canned. That is 100%, 1,000,000%. That ain't happening. That is not going to happen. So we've got to work on something else. What do we?
You know who I would like to see brought in as a hitting coach? He just retired last year or the end of last season. Blackman.
Oh,
from the Rockies.
Yeah, Charlie Blackman.
Yeah.
With that beard, it's going to be really, really cool. Oh my God! You think maybe he'll consider coming, but I don't think he's going to shave. So you can rest assured that's done. But that's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Boone and Volpe are not getting canned. No, we know that. There's no question about it. You're going to run him out, and you're going to keep running him out no matter what you do. Listen, it could be a lot worse. Volpe is Volpe.
Bill, I didn't see that.
He might get a little bit better. He might get better. But don't think that he's going to be, I'm not even going to mention names. This is Volpe. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a class guy who can play shortstop. They misdiagnosed him saying, "Oh, he can't throw from shortstop."
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong. And he's a damn good shortstop. We're not taking that away from him. And he works well with our second basemen. So you can't. What I don't like is the Chaz Chisholm. A lot of times he tries to take over everything. He goes in front of Volpe, which he should not be doing. Stay in your. It's nice you go and cut off once in a while, but you got to know your base runner. If you don't know your base runner, you have no business cutting off, then turning around and throwing the ball to first base. Let the guy with the arm at shortstop do what he's got to do. And you do what you have to do. Stay at third base and mend the corners. Well, and that has got to stop. Too many times they're going in front of Volpe when Volpe's ready to grab the ball. Out of nowhere, the third baseman just comes in, boom, and then he's got to make a 360 turn to throw the ball to first base. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Good morning, Mario. Thanks for hopping in the stream, brother.
What's up, Mario?
Hey, Mario. LB, how you doing?
Yeah.
And we got the crew this morning, guys.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much, everyone. I really
part of the Jazz Discord is growing pains. He's not a third baseman, hasn't ever played it until last year when we threw him into the fire. He started out as a Diamondback as a shortstop. So he uses a lot of range, and that may be reflecting over his play at third. He was a second baseman, for a little bit in Miami, and we've used him there. And the guy has incredible range and speed. So it's smoothing the rough edges that he has playing third base. My personal preference is that he stay at second because the guy has the quickest release I've ever seen on a double play combination.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Programming note, everyone. Remember, today we're going to do our pregame show, but it's going to be a little bit more intense because at 4 p.m. at New York Yankee Mania, we will have former world champion Kip Gross, who won it with the Cincinnati Reds, and he's going to have an ultimate take, and we're going to discuss with him the do's and the don'ts of what's happening in Major League Baseball now and yesteryear, and what it's like to be a former champion. And kudos to the main man over here, Mr. N, as I like to call him. He's giving us all world champion guests and former world champion guests. And NY Yankee Mania cannot thank you enough, man. Just absolutely can't thank you enough. You and your team.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos. And if we ever meet your team one by one, I would love to say thank you very, very, very much.
Yeah, thank you. We'll do.
Real Bill, we need to get you fixed because your comment about analytic disease, I'd like to have you on, especially as a former athlete and prospect for a major league team. I think you bring a different take, and I'd like to hear what you have. I know it's a hell of a lot to try to type, especially with the limited character count.
Yeah.
Although you are an educator, so you just might like typing. Who knows?
Hey, this one is for Big N. Try to get Mattingly on the show.
I mean, we can try. Let's see.
Well, we hopefully close with Willie Randolph one day. He's as close as a popular Yankee. You know, he may not be as. I mean, he's very popular for the time he spent on the Yankees. He was the man, no question about it. Hey, Chris the Flash, how you doing? How's it going? Thanks so much. How are you? And what's your take? Let's hear your take on what's developed since Friday night.
What's up, Chris?
To the Red Sox. We'd love, Real Bill says, I hate typing. Well, if you want to come on, Real Bill, it's very simple. We'll send you the link, and we'll
I'm hoping tonight the Yankees can. I mean, who's pitching for us tonight? Is it Rodon?
Yep, Yarborough.
Oh, Yarborough. Okay. I mean, let's see what I mean. I feel confident, but I just have to. I think they need to score. They need to hit a home run to get off the. I think they have to hit a home run tonight to get the momentum back.
Yeah, I agree. Nathan.
And I feel confident in Yarborough. I think he's going to do good tonight. Hopefully.
Mario likes Willie Randolph with the
Willie Randolph. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Willie Randolph. He's a little older. I guess a little bit wiser from his New York Met manager days, and we all know he did a great job with the Mets. And to me, I won't forgive the way they treated him to make him go cross country, knowing they're going to fire him, to go cross country from New York to Dodger Stadium and then releasing him. That was cruel, and he did not deserve that. The way he managed that New York Met team in 2006. That was baloney. I mean, I'm not blaming, of course, the Mets' current owner. It's the last owner that really didn't know their backside from their base. So, and he got a very raw end of the deal. Mm-hmm. Willie Randolph, his Yankee family, he can come in anytime he wants. That Finch goes, well, Chris is up early. What, Chris, my bro? Yeah, everybody's up. Everybody's up. They want to be on NY Yankee Mania because we've got the Ken Man, we've got the N Man, we've got CT Cards here, we got Jonathan here, we have Jason 161. Yep. These are the main guys. These are the main guys.
They posted the MLB posted the All-Star Celebrity Softball roster. You want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, CC Sabathia, Drewski, Alado Caron, Jenny Finch, Jerry Lorenzo, Young Miko, Jordan Childs, Mike Towers, Natasha Valley, Quavo, and Wisdom. More names to be announced, though. Those are the names for now, but more names to be announced for the Celebrity All-Star softball game.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, when are they going to play that? During the All-Star game?
During the All-Star break, yep. Mm-hmm.
When is that
Quick
coming
question.
on? Okay.
I think July.
Right,
yeah.
Real Bill, when they go in to fix your pump, are you coming down to the VA center here in Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, or are they doing that locally where you're at?
How you feeling, Bill?
CT, you've
and
been kind of quiet.
with the way that your wife is feeling, if you need help in the Hampton Roads area, just reach out and give me a holler, and I'll come up and give you a hand. I'm not too far away.
Oh, yeah, he said he might have to go to Baltimore.
All right.
Cool.
I've been quiet this morning because I don't want to talk over anybody. So I'm kind of making sure that we all kind of that way we all can talk.
I just want to extend a thank you to CT for getting rid of that puke green freaking shirt.
I'll put it back on.
Whatever floats your bubble, no problem. Christopher, to be honest, I'm numb because under Boone June always sucks for us, and everyone is in a slump now besides Stanton. Yeah, isn't that funny? Stanton comes off the IL and he's hitting, and these guys can't hit out of a paper bag right now. Anyone think it's odd that Stanton is the only one hitting after being injured? Does this make any sense at all? Well, look, you could put a lot of spin to this. The Yankees have a lot of games in a row. The Yankees are doing this, they're doing that. They had a grueling weekend, a disappointing weekend. I mean, you put it all together, but the bottom line is excuses are excuses. The Yankees aren't like that. They never have been. They haven't never been a team of excuses, and we've got to take what comes, guys. We just have to take it, and we have to move on. The nice thing about it, they're still in first place. They didn't lose any ground last night. And, people can talk all they want. The Yankees are still in first place.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Eventually, I feel sorry for the pitcher when the Yankees do break out, because I think they should be relentless in what they do. Hit, hit, hit. I don't care if it's 30-0. Just hit, and come back with it.
Yeah.
And Mario says, bring Joe back, a must. I wish we could, but his age is against him at this point. I see. Are you talking about Torrey or are you talking about Girardi?
I think he means Girardi.
Yeah, probably Girardi.
Ken, he
He disappeared. Well, again.
The movie Finding Nemo where they say just keep swimming? So
just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Just keep hitting.
Oh boy. If we're gonna start singing now, we're in trouble. We are
The sun will come up tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that the sun will. It's tomorrow. Time for the sun to come up, please.
Don't give up your grandchild what you do with them every morning. Don't give that up, okay?
Hey, I sing with them. That's the problem.
I'm teasing. Ken is back. Yes, he is. He is back, guys.
I had a 2-year-old running or a 4-year-old running amok, so I had to go investigate that noise.
What is that? Uh-oh.
That is funny. Again, everybody, while you're in the stream, please press the like button if you like the content. Also, subscribe. I just got a notification. We did get another subscriber. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let us know who you are if you're in the stream. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. And remember, we do have more coming up today. Ken the Ugly Truth has a show coming up at 1:30 where he has like an open panel. And, reviews of you, the fans, come on. And also.
It was Tommy.
What?
Tommy subbed.
Oh, Tommy subbed.
Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. And I hope you really enjoy here. And the same thing, please go to Ken. At what are you doing? Promote it, Ken. Go ahead.
It's gonna be Let's Talk Baseball. Open panel at 1:30. It's not going to be scripted. I'm not going to sit there and have a large narrative.
Hey, Tommy, and also subscribe to our channel, Nitin Sports Rush, and also Job in the Mouth. Subscribe to those 2 channels also, Tommy.
So, are there any moderators out there?
I'm a moderator of this channel.
Type in the link for my site.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Give me 1 second.
I'm not a moderator as Ken on this stream, so
I'm one of the moderators here too, I think. So
give me a second. I'm almost there. Let's go back to the chat.
Yeah, but Tommy, subscribe to Nitin Sports Rush and Job in the Mouth. I'll put it.
That shirt back up.
Okay. Everyday Mets, Ken's channel, Yankees, The Ugly Truth. Tommy said he just subbed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tommy.
One of the things that we do in tandem is, hey, Eric, thanks for showing up, brother. Appreciate you being here. We do play-by-plays and work in conjunction with pre-games also. I call a lot of play-by-plays on Yankee The Ugly Truth. Sometimes you get the good, sometimes you get the bad, sometimes you get the ugly, but it's always the truth.
Yep.
And Joe will come in and upon occasion and help me out. Nathan is there, CT sometimes. So there's a caveat of folks that show.
And we also do a few, some content play-by-play here on NY Yankee Mania.
And I will come on and help Joe with those streams. Sometimes for the betterment, sometimes for the worstment.
Yep.
We were good in the beginning, Ken. We had a thing going where Yankees were hitting home runs like crazy. Well,
we scored over 10. We scored over 10 runs in 8 straight calls that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can't buy a freaking hit.
No, you really can't. It's incredible.
Is there any hitters on the Yankees still using torpedo bats right now?
Volpe still is. I know the Jazz stopped using the torpedo.
What's up, Stephen B?
Yeah, Merck, like I told you, you are a moderator, and it keeps coming. I'm doing everything I can. I have something into StreamYard to find out why you are not showing up. I put it in. I've taken it out. I've put it back in. It says you are. Unfortunately, it's not showing up on here, and we just can't figure this out right now. But we'll get to what happened here.
Who is the moderator? Then CG, me, and then
Merck Sosasi. He was a moderator. We were in. Merck was this moderator, and then all of a sudden he wasn't, and Joe didn't do anything.
YouTube's been playing games.
I definitely didn't do anything. We think the world of Merck, and it's there. I go right into the yard, and it clearly states that he's on, and I just don't understand it. Merck, if you have another name possibly that you go by, maybe you could also throw that at me, and I could put that in and see how it goes. For some reason, it just doesn't want to take it. So I just, I'm doing everything I can.
John the Beagle Dad, welcome, brother. Appreciate you hopping in the stream.
Hey, John, how's it going, big guy? What's going on? You want to give your 2 cents of what's going on with the game? Hey, guys, while we're at it, give us your star of the game for tonight, and what do you think our starting pitcher? How long do you think he'll go? Do you finally think the Yanks are going to get off of those goose eggs? I am so tired of seeing 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I can't take it anymore.
Jason said Merck got DFA'd, LOL.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all, Merck. Believe me when I tell you, I'm spending a lot of time trying to get you back on. So,
But Yoroboro, I think Yoroboro will go 5-6 innings. I'm going to say 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 5 hits, and then 1 walk. And then my hitting star is I'm going to say Judge and Stanton, and then Belly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that little talk that they had last night might have sunk in, and and they're very aggressive. I mean, they must have talked about that. They're not patient at the plate. They're swinging at everything, and they're not working the count anymore. I mean, pitchers are doing whatever they want, and whatever they throw up there is a positive for the opposing pitcher, and that's got to stop 100%. Ken, what's your observations for tonight? What are you seeing?
Hey guys, I got to drop. I have another meeting to go to.
Okay, man. We'll see you. You're going to be on the bottom for the.
Yes, I'll be in the backstage for 4 o'clock. Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right. See you guys later.
Yeah, I won't talk about jumping into my stream because you're never there anyhow.
What? Wait, what do you mean? What? Oh, you mean the
I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking. Have a good meeting.
Okay. So, and you were talking about what you see for Yarborough for tonight.
Yarborough, I think, will hold his own. Like I said, the Angels are a light hitting team, and he tends to do extremely well against them. I could see a minimum of 6 innings. He's not a big strikeout guy, so I could see 4 or 5 strikeouts for him, a couple of walks. I think maybe he gives up 1 earned run. He'll have a quality start, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The linchpin is going to be what happens with the bats. I don't know if Judge had his meeting yesterday. I'm quite sure he's telling them that they're showing up for freaking hitting practice, and they're going to be working on some stuff there, because I'm sure it wasn't just a butt chewing session.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I totally agree with that. Yes, but again, we got to look on the bright side. Of a few things. The pitching has been good. The relief pitching has been good. I have a lot more faith in Williams now. Weaver's getting close. There's a possibility that he could be activated over the weekend, and that's how that's going. So that's great. Did the Yankees make a surprise move or bring somebody up from the minors we didn't expect? Possibility, shake things up. I don't know. One thing I do know is, even though we come on at 4:00 today, if there is any news, any Yankee news or any big breaking news in the world of baseball, you will know it on NY Yankee Mania's site. Also, if it is really big enough, if it is big, we'll automatically come on live and we'll discuss it. So look for that. Again, as you go in and out, press the like button, subscribe to the channel. Keep telling all your friends and family that Yankee Mania is here every morning at 8:30, and then you can catch it if you miss it. I notice a lot of people look at the stream during the day, and I thank you for that. We had great results for the last couple of interviews later in the day, and I thank each and every one of you for taking time and watching it all over again, and I appreciate that. And we did have a great interview with Clint Hurdle, and I urge everybody, if you didn't see it live, please go to the video. I think you'll really enjoy it. And then don't forget, at 4:00 we have former world champion Kip Gross, who pitched for the Cincinnati Reds in that great year of 1990 with Lou Piniella, Sweet Lou, as the manager. And CT Cards just showed up again. How you doing? How's it going?
Good. Sorry about that. StreamYard's acting weird with me right now.
No, that's fine. Lou says, who pitches tonight for LA? Who's pitching tonight for LA? Okay.
It's that he's got a really unusual name.
I'm checking it right now. Let's see what we got. Eric E. Sheehan. He's nothing and nothing. It must be his first pitching performance tonight against the Padres. So that'll go on at 10:10. I believe that's on the MLB network tonight.
Did he ask about the Padres or the Angels?
CT Card says, I think he says LA. So
okay.
It could be. Let's see what we have there.
It's Kochanowicz.
Oh, Kochanowicz, right? He's 3-8 with a 5.53 ERA.
And he kicked us in the stump. The last time we saw him.
Yep.
In LA. You remember he was on one of the trends of pitchers that had a 5 ERA that we couldn't seem to get a daggum run off of?
Yep.
He's one of them.
Oh, I also want to give a shout out to everybody with my new stream, Total Turnbuckle Talk. The views and the likes are amazing. Thank you so much. We do have new content out about Monday Night Raw and all of the possibilities that are going to be happening in the next few days leading up to SmackDown. So smash that like button. Look at the videos. Thank you again. And of course, subscribe. It's for free. And we will be going live on Sunday, and we'll let you know more about that as the days go on. Don't forget this weekend, Fan Fest over at the Javits Center in New York City. And not only will you see a lot of former players, but you'll have a lot of WWE wrestlers there, including Cody Rhodes, including Nikki Bella, Tiffany Stratton. The list goes on and on and on. So it's going to be a happening. If you love the Yankees and if you love wrestling, you've got to make your way to the Javits Center. Last year it was amazing. This year even more stars are coming. So look for that, and that should be a lot of fun. I am hoping to have somebody live from the event to talk about what's going on and all the cool things that are happening. So I'm looking forward to that also. CT, your impressions of not only now this series coming up, but the next one for the Yankees. I mean, right now we have to go day by day. I understand that. So your take basically is work the count, and just let it fly. If it's high, let it lie. If it's low, let it flow. But they've got to do something, and I pray that talk last night, with a little talk, I'm sure it was pretty solid. And I bet you Garrett Cole, who was on the broadcast, and he did not look happy. And I'm sure it's killing him that he can't help the team right now. So, once they break out, I see a big winning streak. How about you guys?
I agree with you, Joe. I think, we talked about it. We just need to have more patient at bats. The swinging on the first pitch is killing me. Still killing me.
Well, another thing that kills me is not only the first pitch, but what about when they miss badly 4 pitches as ball 4, and automatically the next batter hits a ground ball.
Double play.
They always think, the pitcher's going to throw a perfect pitch. Let it lie. What's the big deal? So it's down the middle? So it's 0-1. Okay. But at least try it. The other way's not working. No. So let's try it. My God, they are so centered one way that you can't break it. And I know Ken's
it's sort of funny. Thinking back to your interview yesterday, Clint talked about his first major league at bat. The manager says, "You're going to take the first pitch, right?" What did Clint do?
He hit the ball.
He popped it up to the infield.
Right. That's taking it for the team. My God.
And Clint goes to the dugout. The manager said, "I thought you were going to take the first pitch."
No, it looked too good, Coach. Yeah, no, and I'm glad you mentioned that. He was funny, and he's got a great book, everyone, that's on NY Yankee Mania. If you want to check it out, if you want to order it, take a look at it. But go to the stream. I urge you to. You're gonna really enjoy that interview, and you're gonna enjoy it later on. We have John Montoya. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, John. I hope you subscribe. We're here every morning at 8 in the morning, and again, we do Yankee talk. We will talk about the Mets. We'll talk about anything that you want to talk about. So thank you so much. And if you're just joining us, we will be back at 4:00. And I'm not sure how about far you go back with baseball, but we have a world champion ex-pitcher coming on, Kip Gross, and he'll talk about winning a world championship in Cincinnati and what it's like to be a ball player. So look for that, and thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. So going forward, guys, they're on Amazon Prime. Let's hope that they play well. I mean, obviously, we're dealt with whatever we have, and I think I said it last night. I think tonight is going to be the breakout night, and let's hope. That's all we can do is hope. And too bad. If we were having a stream, we would like to be on a stream where the Yankees break out. I mean, but I hope it's tonight. I really, really do. And we could forget. We'll put this in the rear view mirror in a couple of days. We'll say, "What slump? What are you talking about? How could this team not get a run in? Why is it always goose eggs?" And I think we'll be able to love that. So I really appreciate the Yankees. The Yankees are going to come back, guys.
We'll get out of this funk.
Yeah, we'll get at it. We'll get it. You need one big hit or a dunk, anything positive. There was good positive as long as the Yankees losing last night. They lost no ground. Every day they were losing ground, but they lost no ground. So let's take that as a positive and move forward. Tonight is the night, the big night. They're going to hit. I don't care who the pitcher is. Watch out. That's all I can say.
Well, honestly, there's concern about the hitting, but not much for me. So long as our pitching is holding fast, it'll come out. This tailspin will end.
I agree with him.
Merck, I'm definitely going to do that after the stream. So I am going to use your other name, and I'm going to see how that works out. I really appreciate you taking the time to give me that information, and let's hope we'll get you back as a moderator. Okay, I'm doing everything I can. I really am. So, final thoughts, guys.
Trust me, he is because I've been on there hours and hours with them trying to fix this.
Yeah, and you heard it here first, and I've been doing it on my own too.
And Jonathan and Custodio, there are four of us. Trust me, you're not just being forgotten about, brother. We are definitely trying to get you in the fold back as a moderator, like you were to begin with. I don't have an explanation as to why you got dropped.
And I still have that you emailed me in the Yankee channel in Gmail. If it does get fixed, or either which way, I will let you know there, and you'll know that if it's in your other one with the ending in 05. So we will do that. Guys, final thoughts, because we're going to be coming back for a big show at 4:00. CT, your final thoughts.
Let's hope Yarb has a good start. Let's hope we can bring him some offense tonight, and let's go Yankees. Let's get out of this funk.
Oh, we have another new guy here, Orange Diamond. Time to mix up a vodka martini. Whoa. We'll stick to Lavazza black coffee. Thank you. But thank you for joining the stream. Again, we're here
10 o'clock in the morning, maybe a beer.
Yeah, we're on every morning at 8:30. Please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for hopping on, and of course liking the channel. Ken, one more time before we go, tell everybody what you're going to be doing this afternoon, and we'll call it a day.
Well, the programming that we have scheduled is an open panel. Let's talk baseball on Yankees: The Ugly Truth. Open the forum up for everyone. It's pretty much an unscripted show today. I don't have a lot of talking points, or I don't do talking points. Actually, I don't have a lot of points that I'm focusing on. It's just trying to give the folks the opportunity to express their opinions, how they feel, personal thoughts, and whatnot. There are no wrong opinions. There are just opinions, and you certainly won't be attacked for an opinion on my channel If you subscribe to Talking Points, I will ask questions about it and have you prove to me why your talking point is valid. But
sounds good.
So we have that at 1:30 this afternoon Eastern Standard Time. It'll run about an hour. Sometimes it's gone up to as long as an hour and a half. But we have Joe's interview this afternoon, so I don't want to run it too long.
Well, great. You listen. You do what you have to do and want to do. If the stream is going well, Ken, you stay on, baby, because you know your stuff. You know what you're doing, and people follow both shows, and we're very proud of it. And it's only getting better.
If I get rolling, I might have vino out there and start doing some cheese, antipasta, and be getting full of food and a little bit hammered. So you never can tell what kind of crazy happens when I drink too much wine.
Well, that's awesome.
Red or white wine.
Doesn't matter. 220, 221. It's all good.
Well, that's great, and that's fun. So, everyone, in closing, again, we will see you at 4 p.m. Obviously, if there's any new Yankee breaking news between now and 4 o'clock, could be the lineup, it could be a release, it could be a trade. Who knows? We will be there covering it. You will see a short on NY Yankee Mania, and if it's real big, don't be surprised if we just don't come on live right away. Just like I did the other night with that big trade with the Red Sox. Out of nowhere, boom, we just went on, and it was a very, very nice stream. So I appreciate it. So again, the like button, please subscribe to the channel. We will see you at 4 p.m., everyone. And of course, Ken's got to say his normal. What does he say at the end?
Let's go Yankees.
CT?
Let's go Yankees.
I'm going to leave off with let's go Yankees. God bless each and every one of you. And most important is God bless America. Let's go Yankees. We'll see you at 4 p.m. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.